Everybody just wants to go and get the easy championship and stack these meaningless rings to try to inflate what their legacy is. It's absolutely pathetic. There is such a sense of entitlement, and it all began with LeBron James.
And it all began with LeBron James.
Whoa. Skap with the attack. You already know. This one, it's about to get spicy, fam. Jason Whitlock and Skap just dropped bombs on LeBron James's career, and they might have exposed the biggest NBA narrative hijack ever in life. Right? And we gotta really ask ourselves, is the King's throne built on illusion? Nah, fam, we gotta really break this down. Alright, because we can't call cap on LeBron's career without taking a deep dive into the receipts. But the receipts they drop, they kind of stack, man. Facts. And I want our community to be passionate, but also be rational about how we look at the game that we love. We're not here to just say things because it sounds good, because it's the popular opinion, or, it's a hot bar. We stand on merit, we stand on integrity, we stand on reason. That's what we're about. You feel me? Period. All right, before we start to cook, I gotta preface a couple of things as well. First, I humbly appreciate your time and your opinions. You know why? Because you are what drives the boat. I'm just the passenger. On the other end, to the NBA, without fans like us, these athletes, these media gurus, the bozos, the whole circus, they wouldn't be able to have these generational wealth lifestyles if it wasn't for us. Facts. Yeah, fans, it's a bunch of us and we might be pawns, but always remember, pawns can be the life or death of a king. Yes? Second, right? This is not a LeBron hate channel, fam. I don't hate the man at all. In fact, I respect a lot of what he's done for himself, for his family, for his friends. What he's accomplished. But on the other end of it, I love the game of basketball more. Right? A lot of my character, resilience, and ability to succeed were fondest memories. It was forged around this game I fell in love with as a kid, fam. So if the truth gets distorted and the media is trying to hypnotize us, or these athletes are trying to hypnotize us with these bullshit narratives, can't let that slide. That's why I created the channel, baby. And for all of y'all that are quick to play that, you're tearing a black man down, playing that card, let me ask you a question. Where was that energy when good black coaches were being fired because your favorite player couldn't get what he wanted? Let's keep it real here, right? Salute to Skap, one of the most thorough voices in the game. Dude is a beast. And Whitlock, listen, say what you want, love him or hate him. At least he's giving regular YouTubers like us a platform to speak truth to power. Okay? And this morning, I came across a clip that it seemed, I guess it dropped last year based on some of the references, but it was nonetheless still powerful, still effective. And they questioned the validity of LeBron James's career. And man, I gotta say, Skap and Whitlock has some very damn near evidence to suggest that King ain't what we really think he is. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play a couple minutes of their piece, right? And when we come back, we're gonna break it down. Roll the clip.
This player entitlement era that they call player empowerment era, it's the player entitlement era. LeBron James did that. And so he just isn't elevating the game. And so when I start talking about all-time greats, and again, you can go all the way back to Bill Russell, elevated the game. LeBron did not.
Jason, it's far worse than what you think, probably. The final game Michael Jordan played in a Chicago Bulls uniform, the 1998 Game 6, where he won his sixth and final NBA championship, that game peaked out at 36 million viewers. The sham bubble tournament in the Disney campus, what I like to call as the exhibition tournament disguised as an NBA championship, where LeBron James, the legendary LeBron James, won his fourth and likely will be his final NBA championship. Not one single game eclipsed the 9 million viewer mark. And it had, I believe, an average rating of 7 million per game. That is absolutely laughable and pathetic. We're in an era right now where Caitlin Clark, a female college basketball player, just got a 19 million view share in the NCAA championship game. I mean, even her semifinal game had 14 or 15 million. The top NBA game this year, I believe, was the play-in game. The last metrics that I saw was the first play-in game with around 5 million. So we're talking about a female college player doubling and tripling NBA ratings right now. That is LeBron's legacy. That, along with, as you noted, the player empowerment. He is the father of it, of the super team era as well, basically whittling down and diminishing competitive excellence by these players. Everybody just wants to go and get the easy championship and stack these meaningless rings to try to inflate what their legacy is. It's absolutely pathetic. There is such a sense of entitlement, and it all began with LeBron James. This era has played follow his leader.
What you're talking about, Skap, with the player entitlement, the player ring chasing era, it's destroyed someone as beautiful to watch play. I like him just as a person, but it destroyed Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's, because he got caught up in the title chasing, ring chasing, he diminished himself, diminished his legacy. The guy's one of the funnest. I mean, he could have been the 6'11" Steph Curry. Instead, he's got a negative reputation because he went and stole some titles with the Golden State Warriors following the LeBron blueprint. And just think about Russell Westbrook. His reputation diminished. James Harden. LeBron, who in this era, other than Steph Curry, is going to have the kind of legacy that they were supposed to have? I can't think of anybody that, because Joel Embiid's MVP looks like trash because again, LeBron has been a big part of injecting the racial dynamic into all NBA discussions, and LeBron's created a mess. And people will watch this content and they'll get very upset with me, but I'm just telling you, it's a mess, and it all relates back to LeBron James.
It all started in his free agency, where he took his talents to South Beach. He gave it a go for 7 years in Cleveland. He failed miserably. He couldn't accept the challenge.
Whoa, stop, Skap. Failed miserably. He led the team to a title. It didn't go as well as he thought. Continue. Go ahead. Failed miserably.
Real quick on the final that he led the team to. He did not play a winning team until the conference finals in that Eastern Conference Finals run. The Nets and the Wizards were both 41 and 41 that season. The Cavaliers were the second seed with 50 wins that year. The one seed was the Detroit Pistons with only 53 wins. The Cavaliers were a top 5 net rated defensive team that season, and they beat the Detroit Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals without Ben Wallace. He had moved on. He was playing in Chicago at that point. So really the only team that he beat in that 2007 finals run was the Detroit Pistons without their heart and soul, their defensive anchor, Ben Wallace. Then he got into the finals against the Spurs, where, again, the Cavs defense did their job, Jason. They held the San Antonio Spurs to 88 points per game. in that NBA Finals series in 2007. Yet LeBron got swept in that series as he shot 30, I believe it was 36% for the series and averaged 22 points per game. Completely and totally unacceptable. 2 games were there for the taking. But again, it started right then and right there. The next 2 years, he comes back, he wins the league MVP, has the best record in the NBA, not the next year, but in 2008 and 9. He has the best record in the NBA for 2 years. He's favored to get into the finals. He's the league MVP, and he goes out early both years. The 1 year, yes, they got caught up against Boston, who you could say had more talent, had a better team. But the other season, he lost to the Dwight Howard Orlando Magic. Got upset there. They went in, and then Kobe, of course, wins the 2 championships those 2 seasons against the 2 very teams that sent LeBron packing. Kobe's winning real hardware while LeBron is stealing those league MVPs. And then on the heels of those failures, he takes his talents to South Beach because he could not live up to the pressure. He could not live up to the standards and the deal that all of the other all-time great players got basically throughout the time, from the very dawn of basketball history. The deal that they had, he could not live up to. So he had to break the system. He had to go and daisy chain talent onto this already, budding superstar in Dwayne Wade, who was first team All NBA at the time, finishing top 5 perennially in MVP voting himself. They bring on Chris Bosh, and then from there, it was just on. This guy's been mercenarying himself out from team to team, trying to steal cheap championships. And what it has done is it has diminished what a championship means. Titles are hard. It's supposed to be difficult. That it's the hero's journey. It builds the character. It makes them great. LeBron cheated himself to some degree by sidestepping all the obstacles, by taking the easy way out routinely, time in and time out. He never got to the level that he could have if he faced the challenges and overcame them, like all the other all-time greats we've seen before him.
Damn, fam. Scott came with that fire and desire. Jesus Christ. Woo. Woo. But where was he wrong? I don't even know where to start. But you know what? Let's start with the first elephant in the room. Huh? LeBron's finals records. We'll start there. 4 and 6. Let me repeat. 4 and 6. That's LeBron's record in the NBA finals. Okay? How can you even breathe the word GOAT when you've lost more championships than you've won? Right? You already know MJ, 6-0, Kobe, 5-2, Magic, 5-4. Hell, Tim Duncan is 5-1. But LeBron, the dude has been embarrassed on the biggest stage more times than we could count. Right? And let's not forget how he folded like a cheap lawn chair in 2011 against Dirk and the Mavericks, Jason Terry and JJ Barea. What? That series was a career-defining moment in LeBron form. A hand-picked super team with all the hype in the world, and he averaged just 17 points per game in the finals. 17. That's not GOAT behavior. That's passenger. All right? Pippen averaged more than that, man. Stop it. Another elephant. The bubble chip. What did Scott call it? The Mickey Mouse ring? Huh. The NBA literally set up a glorified AAU tournament in Disney World. And somehow, we're supposed to act like that counts as a legitimate title? Miss me with that, man. The numbers don't lie. The 2020 finals didn't even crack 9 million viewers in a pandemic with nothing else happening. Compare that to MJ's 1998 Game 6 against the Jazz, which peaked at 36 million. Do you see the gap? I didn't even know Caitlin Clark pulled in more viewership that year. Huh? I didn't know that. Listen, LeBron's legacy, it ain't just about losing in the finals, man. It's about losing these viewers too. The NBA ratings have dropped 48% over the last 12 years. And guess who's been the face of the league during that time? Voila, your king, LeBron James. Right? The super team era, is where it gets super ugly, man. And in full disclosure, I was a LeBron fanboy until he did that, man. I agree with Skap. LeBron's term is earned, not given. How about given before earned? Many LeBron supporters, y'all are cool with this. Y'all are cool with that whole situation. And it's your right. We'll say that. Because the man didn't break any rules. But as far as competitive integrity, Arnold, for me, LeBron's competitive fervor went into the toilet for me. I don't want to hear, oh, LeBron is so competitive. He's ultra competitive. No, he's not. Right? He didn't just chase rings. He destroyed the meaning of it. Championships are supposed to be earned through grit, loyalty, overcoming adversity, and fight. But LeBron, nah, he took the easy way out, like taking steroids amongst people who are not taking anything. What are we talking about? The man couldn't handle the pressure in his hometown of Cleveland, so he ran to Miami to team up with who? Wade and Chris Ross, two all-stars in their own right. Then after getting carried the 2 rings, he went crawling back to Cleveland to ride the Kyrie wave, only to jump ship again to LA when things got tough. Listen, LeBron's career is the blueprint for the player entitlement era, where stars hop from team to team, stacking the deck and cheapening the game, man. And don't get me started on how he's influenced other stars. And you know what? They messed up their own legacy by trying to follow his blueprint. And let's be real, is LeBron really that fun to watch? His game is clunky. He has gotten better, I'll say that. His footwork is awkward, which he has improved to a degree. And his reliance on brute force over skill is just ugly, man. Compare that to Jordan's grace and aerial ballet, his aerial assault. It's no comparison. Kobe's footwork or Steph's shooting, it's not even close. LeBron's game is very effective. Dude is the ultimate utility belt, as my brother always says. But it's not beautiful, man. It's not a work of art. Let's not ignore the flops, the travels, the offensive fouls. I always hear, oh, he can guard 1 through 5. But I don't see that. I see it over a few plays here and there. I don't see a consistent, dominant defensive force. No. The man has been gaming the system for years, and the refs just let it slide. How are we supposed to respect that? Real ballers, how are you supposed to respect that? I'm trying to comprehend. Scott went off on LeBron's 2007 finals run, and honestly, he's 100% right. Let's not act like LeBron carried some scrubs to the finals. The Cavs were a top defensive team that year, and the East was a freaking joke. The Nets and the Wizards, what were they, 500 teams? And the Pistons, they didn't have their big mojo, their big defensive stopper and Ben Wallace anymore. Come on, man. When LeBron finally faced a real team in the finals, the Spurs, what happened? Brother got swept. He shot 36% from the field and averaged 22 points per game. A measly 22 points per game. Huh? 2 of those games, they was winnable, and he couldn't get the job done. That's not greatness, y'all. I'm sorry, that's mediocrity. Here's the thing. The media has been protecting LeBron since day one. They'll praise him for his wins, but never hold him accountable for his losses. Jordan didn't get that luxury. Kobe didn't get that luxury. Steph doesn't get that luxury. But LeBron, he's been coddled his whole career. And let's not mention all his little media flunkies that he has spread throughout the entire media that are signed to clubs. Come on, man. The NBA has bent over backwards to make him the face of the league. And what have they gotten in return? A 48% drop in ratings. A league full of entitled players and a watered down product that fans are walking away from in droves. The NFL, smashes the NBA in ratings. Huh? So, at the end of the day, is LeBron James' career really that impressive? All of these records and this, that, is it really that impressive? The numbers, I don't know. It speaks for itself to me. The finals losses, the Mickey Mouse ring, the super team hopping, the decline in ratings, the evidence, which way is it pointing to you? Let me ask the audience, who, you guys are really intelligent, like, that's facts, because I read the comments. But tell me, what is LeBron's career really built on? Explain that to me. And I want to hear from you, right? Is LeBron James the GOAT, or is he the biggest fraud in NBA history? Get in the comments, y'all, and sound the freaking alarm, empty the tip, let it chief, right? Most of you have some really good viewpoints. Some of you have grasped for brains, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. And you know who you are, because I bypass your comments a lot of time, like, because it's just too out there. Listen, thank you for tapping in. Love you all. And on your way out, if you enjoyed the video, do us a real solid and tap the like. And if you want to be first when we drop this work, go ahead and subscribe. Till the next video, be safe and God bless.